Aquarius. This is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading. So take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if you're not an Aquarius, it's for you. There's no other reason why you would have showed up here or it would have showed up to you. It just pops up when there's something here that you need to hear. And this is where your message begins. I also, and I'm going to say this to you, I got a hint. I got to look at the bottom of the deck when I started shuffling, and it was a 9 of Swords. Same thing for Capricorn. So something must be up with Saturn. And I know it's still conjunct to Neptune. It's actually trine to Mars conjunct to Mercury. It's trine to Jupiter. I feel like there's worry here because there's no need to worry. I feel like there's worry here because things are starting to go well. And if you've been in a state of like fight or flight for a long time, you can easily start to feel like something is wrong when things are going right. And that's just your nervous system like spazzing. I'm not a psychologist, nor am I a doctor. But I would say, but I could at least help you understand it and know that that's what's happening, right? And ultimately help you or inspire you to help yourself or to come into consciousness with the fact that this is what's happening. And then hopefully we can start suggesting things, places, other people for you to go to or something like that. Because I do want to be helped, but I'm not going to overstep my knowledge, right? But I do also have this 7 of Cups. As in somebody's messing around, somebody's messing up, somebody's distracted, they're not paying attention, they're paying attention to stupid stuff, or there's just, there's debauchery. Debauchery is irresponsibility, is doing the wrong thing, doing the wasteful thing. It's wastefulness. And then we have 10 of Wands here, which is oppression. It's like somebody's doing all the work and because somebody else is messing up all the time. Somebody's taking all the hits so that somebody else can just be wasteful. And so somebody else can just be wasteful and distracted. So maybe that's what the worry is. It's not that you don't know what's going on. It's that it's going to be hard for you to confront it because somebody here, I don't know if it's you or somebody else, I'm going to assume it's you, has taken on too much responsibility because somebody else has just been fucking off. You know, they've just been completely irresponsible or not taking personal responsibility. So plain and simple, right now, confrontation has to happen because the solution is not take more and more onto yourself or that if I work harder, things will be okay. They're not going to be okay because everything is not in balance. And taking more work on yourself is not the solution because there's only so much you can carry by yourself. So ultimately, there's just this energy of like, you've got to stick up for yourself or say something, or simply this. If you want to be more pacifist and non-confrontational, though Aquarians Aquarians aren't the most confrontational people. But maybe I'm not talking to an Aquarian, right? But it still doesn't matter. You don't have to confront anything. All you have to do is confront the reality. You accept the reality and be like, well, I'm not picking this up. Like the 10 of Wands. I'm not doing more so that somebody else can do less. Now, this is like a march. This is like Aquarian call to action almost, because call to arms. Forget about call to action. It's a call to arms. Because it's like, it's like the have and have nots, the huge divide between the have and have nots. Somebody's assuming all the responsibility so somebody else can have none. And that is not okay. How about this? Stop assuming the responsibility. You don't have to do it loud. Do it quietly. Just decide to stop doing it. And then who's going to pick it up and who's going to get it done? Well, let them do it. Let somebody else figure that shit out. Okay? Because ultimately, that's what's going on. And maybe that's the stress. If you're under a lot of stress, it's because you're taking on too much. or you're getting blamed for too much. And somebody else is just sort of just fucking off. And ultimately, there's no better way to like show them that they're messing up than stop removing the garbage they're leaving behind. Like, stop picking up after them, stop cleaning up after them. But I do want to know, like, there's heartbreak here. So there's something in this, that you're in this alone, this feeling of real disappointment in this person, this situation, in what you found out. Either that, or you found out something that somebody was doing you dirty, and it's just hurting your heart right now, and you haven't let it out. The 9 of Swords that I saw implies that you're keeping all of this in your head. You're keeping all of this to yourself. And ultimately, that never leads to anything but sickness. Long nights where you stay up, you're worried, you're stressed, you're sad. It could just be like sadness could just be getting you down because you're learning all of this. Okay, how about this? Forget about the learning. You have to accept it. You don't have to accept it as in don't like let it continue, but you have to accept it as in, yes, that is, hold on. Accept it as in, this is the reality. I mean, I'm telling you this right now. In terms of the energy, the cards are confirming that's exactly what's happening. So if you've been keeping yourself up at night, stressing yourself out because you've been rattling around in your head with all the information that you don't want to accept, this is here. The reason why you're seeing the video is to wake you up and to make you accept that, yeah, somebody's fucking off while somebody else is taking they're taking all the responsibility. So that's what's happening. And you gotta like sit with this heartbreak, not for too long, not to hurt yourself more, but to accept that, yeah, that's why I'm heartbroken. Like, that's why I feel this way. It is 100% because somebody else is just they're distracted. Either they can't make up their mind or they don't want to make up their mind. They're certainly not trying hard. They're more than happy to be distracted. So, okay, what is the action that my viewer has to take? 3 of Wands is here. Plan for the future. There's something here about things are going to clear up. Maybe that's what it's saying. Let me see, because other cards came out. There's investment in the future, looking to the future. Your ships are about to come in. So there's good stuff coming into you. You know, guys, you know what I always say about when good stuff comes in? You got to get the rats out first. You don't want to bring the good food on board when you've got rats coming in every window, right? You got to take care of the rats first and then bring the gourmet food on board. You don't want to share your food with a bunch of rats. That's what I'm trying to say. We have moved forward. You're going to see a way out of this. There is a way out. So there not only is there hope, no, there is a way forward. And there's a lot of advantageous direction here. You're going to be able to see your way forward, move on, get out of there. You're going to be able to get out of there. Maybe, I just heard this. This is something that you have been, a burden that you have been bearing, a truth that you have been bearing, that you have been trying to distract yourself from. Something that you have been trying not to see, because there is somebody that is moving on and moving away and moving to something beautiful. And maybe you're not completely happy about that. And I'm not saying it's because you're jealous. It could just be you don't want to know that something's coming to an end, so you're trying to distract yourself, but deep inside, it's hurting you. This is wonderful energy. Moving forward, being selected, being chosen. There is beautiful stuff happening. There really is. There's beautiful stuff happening, and this is an energy of it's meant to be. It's all in divine timing. It's all in divine goodness and balance. And then there's the Moon card here, where there's just this energy of sadness. This reminds me of empty nesting. That's not to say that it's specifically what you're going through, But it's kind of like that bittersweet energy of empty nesting, where you're so happy for your children and you're so proud of them and you love the fact that they are getting on with their own lives, but your heart is just aching because you've been a parent for so long. You don't know how to not be a parent first. And there's all this other energy of then trying to get to know yourself again and try to find your own way, because everything that you've done for the last 20 years of your life has been about your kids. And all of a sudden now it's like, what do I do with myself? You know, so it could be that there's a bittersweet energy here going on. So one of two groups. If you're in the first group where you're definitely dealing with somebody who's fucking off, guys, you got to get the fuck out of this situation. Not just because you're getting used or you're getting shit on, but because there's so much more beautiful stuff out ahead of you. Like, you can't be wasting your time with that crap anymore. For you guys, I'll tell you this right now, there is beautiful stuff as soon as you decide to put the future first and move on. Like, put the future first and move on is like, God's like, oh my God, you heard my messages. I'm going to reward you immediately. Divine timing. Everything is put back into balance, and then you can like be pulled to like intuitively what's you're connected to, following, and what you're being pulled to, as opposed to this energy of this is between two new moons. Oh, okay. Well, guess what's going on? That's 3 weeks from now. It could be, what I'm saying is, think about 3 weeks from this point where now you have to take on it, like where it's going to take that long for you to get to a place where you can accept the newness or accept going in a new direction or behaving in a new way, but you're already being pulled there, you know? So for whatever reason, things are going to clear up. Confusion is going to clear up, and let yourself move forward. Let yourself focus on this future idea or interest or whatever it is that you're working on, and move toward it. Take the action to move toward it. It's the best decision that you could make. No reason to stay where you are. And if you're worried about, leaving somebody with too much work, not your fucking problem. Not your fucking problem. You just like, oh God, it's such an itch. I'm so sorry. Not your problem. Move along. You got to go in your own direction. So that's what I'm trying to say is, don't stay where you are. It'd be the stupidest thing you could do. On the bottom of the deck, communication. There's some sort of talk or conversation that you're going to have that's going to wake you up and make it irrefutable, the direction that you have to move. Like, it's going to be, yeah, you're just going to be done. Or you're about to have a conversation real soon that says goodbye. Peace out. Have a nice day. Hold on. We have more. Don't worry. Your commitment is being tested, and maybe it should. But how is it being tested? Because I'm sure that the cards are not saying stay. Okay? It's saying you're halfway there. Right? That's what it's saying. It's saying you're halfway there, but listen, look what I just came out. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. That's what I'm trying to say. Your commitment is being tested. You've got to confront. There's a confrontation coming, and I don't want you to bow away from it or step away from it. It's like, how badly do you want to move forward? How badly do you want this future? Like, it has to be bad enough to finally come into conflict or confront it. Confront this situation, confront this hardship, confront this asshole who's using you, confront your feelings. It's surface. You got to bring it to the surface, and then you take action from that reality. It's not about accepting it as in resignation to the reality, accepting the reality to do something about it. This is a call to action, right? You're halfway there. You must now, this is your test. This is your test. Your test is whether or not you're going to confront this situation, right? And that it's necessary for you to do this. Hold on. if I can plug this in. Sorry, guys. It's necessary. Oh, yeah. I gotta do this. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. Woo! I was about to lose power. It's absolutely necessary for you. I can tell you, as somebody giving you advice, you've got to confront this. Like, this is your halfway point. This is almost like your gateway to the other half, the final half, is confrontation. Okay? Oh, hold on. How does this confrontation look? How does this confrontation look? Maybe confrontation. It could be confrontation about money. Not very happy, not very fulfilled, not very content. Okay, I just heard it. You have to confront somebody about an investment that you made in them. They like took a lot of your shit. They took a lot of your money. They took a lot of resources from you, but you didn't get shit out of it. Or you're not happy with what they've done with it. It's like you invested a lot, but you ain't gotten shit back. Like you're not happy with how they're behaving or how they treated your level of investment. Or there's some sort of thing that you invested your all in, or you're not happy that somebody wouldn't give you their all. Like there's just this sense of lack of value that's pissing you off. So either somebody's not taking things seriously enough, or they're, once again, like in the opening of the reading, they're not investing enough. Either way, there's discontentment. Something here is just not, it's not enough. And it's putting a strain. And that's the confrontation. That's the conversation. I told you with the Gemini new moon on the bottom of the deck, you've got to start this conversation because it's true. It's the truth. You're not happy with it. You're not happy with something. You're not pleased. Not only with the outcome, you're not pleased with the effort. So ultimately, that's the confrontation. There's the uncomfortable conversation that you have to have. I will help you through that conversation. Let's go to the extended reading. The link is down below. I hope you guys just want to chill with me for a little while. Let's chill together. I'm going to get an angel message. We'll discuss it over there. I'll see you guys then.